all 6 stones, I could simply snap my fingers. They would all cease to exist. I call that mercy.
And then what?
I finally rest and watch the sunrise on a grateful universe. The hardest choices require the strongest wills.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and I'm back for another Walking Dead video. So in today's video, my friends, we're going to be discussing the Walking Dead Telltale series future. Why am I going to be discussing this? Recently, Skybound Games, Skybound, had their expo in which they discussed not just the future of the horrendous comic book series, but the future of The Walking Dead as a whole. The community has been clamoring for 3 years, asking Skybound for new stuff. Yes, we wanted new stuff, but the comic book series was not what anyone expected. And plus, I've always been a firm believer that I never wanted, quote-unquote, a Season 5 with Clementine. I wanted more like a Season 5, like a spinoff game, or Javier, or Kenny. A character that, like I said, the universe is so ripe with such great characters that I was okay with Clementine, her story being done with the final season and episode 4 Take Us Back. The conclusion to me was a finality. But Skybound had different plans, and we've seen now with the book series how far low the series can go when you are at such a high pedestal with the Telltale series. So, I'm going to be bringing up what Skybound said. We have known for a long time that we want a new game, or something, I want something television related too. These comic books are not looking good. Again, book 1 literally comes out in less than a month now, guys. It's about less than 4 weeks now, almost 3 weeks. So it's practically almost time. And we'll finally find out, if there's any hope for the future of that, but I'm not really counting on it. So, if you guys do enjoy this video, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe. If you're new, jump out the near 50% of people are subscribed by hitting that red subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any Walking Dead content. We're going to have a lot of Walking Dead content this upcoming month since we have Clementine Book 1. So, be sure to hit that notification bell as well. And let me know what you'd like to see for the future of The Walking Dead. So, I'm going to bring up the clip first, then we'll discuss some stuff and what I want to see after. Alright, let's get straight into it. If we can go for 2,000 likes as well, greatly would appreciate that. Thanks.
Any word on Clementine's story continuing up beyond the graphic novels, perhaps maybe with Telltale Games? Paul, that's a great question. I actually don't know. I know the games team has been very cognizant of what we're going to do with Clementine in the game space, and I can only assume that when the timing is right to announce what we're going to do, we will announce it. And just understand that, give those guys a break. They get a lot of flack from certain fans online. We understand everyone's super passionate about Clem. Everyone loves Clem. We love Clem. I love Clem. I was one of the first people to ever see Clem when Telltale pitched the game to Skybound back in 2010. Yeah, 2010. I remember having a lunch with those guys and meeting the team or breakfast, and they pitched out to us, and it was awesome. So, yeah, I mean, we love Clementine. We believe in what we're doing in the plan, and just know that we've got stuff going. So know that we've got plans for cool stuff with Clementine. We love her as much as you love her. So there we go. It's good.
All right. So that was Sean Kirkman from Skybound. It's Robert Kirkman's brother, I believe. So he had a lot to say there. And so let's break it down. So we know it's been 3 long years. Remember back in, I believe, 2019, Ian Howe, who at the time was the CEO of Skybound Games, had said that they had a lot of plans for video games in the Walking Dead universe. And right now, we've only seen a couple in the last couple years since the final season ended. We've got the, of course, Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, which in my opinion is a great, great game. Too bad it's only VR, so a lot of you guys may not be able to play it. But they're also going to be having a Chapter 2, which I believe is coming out this year as well. And there was also now The Walking Dead Last Mile, which I made a video about. You guys can go check it out. Basically a Facebook exclusive game. like I said, unfortunate, but I do love the concept of it. And you guys can watch the video if you missed the details on that. But, that was that. And really, there's just been other mobile games and other unknown stuff that we really, I really care much about or not really invested. So, you see, yeah, not much has been done in the game space. Now, Skybound, I will say, is not mainly a company that develops games. They more like help other companies make games. So, what I'm saying here is, listen, Telltale Games is back. They're working on The Wolf Among Us 2 and The Expanse right now. So, currently their hands are tied, and they're probably going to do a Batman Season 3, I think, after The Expanse. But this new Telltale has been predicated on the word partnership. With The Wolf Among Us 2, it's Ad Hoc and Telltale together making Wolf 2. Ad Hoc comprised of former Telltale employees. For The Expanse, you've got Telltale and Deck 9. Deck 9 has made The Life is Strange True Colors, recently just came out. Partnership on that. So, we've always preached, hey, why doesn't Skybound give the rights back to The Walking Dead? I don't think they even need to do that anymore. What they need to do is say, hey, we've got a good relationship with Telltale. I believe he said in that clip that they still have a good relationship. So you could have Telltale, Skybound, initiate the partnership again and work together and make a game. Spinoff, Season 5, we don't care. But I think that is what I want to personally see, is that a partnership reopens between the two companies. And I think that's, listen, I know the games haven't sold most financially, and again, Skybound's probably looking for financially, they need to make money off this, but they don't realize the growth that their social media will take and the potential that they could by making more games or just stuff in the world in general. Like, I get their ambition to want to do these Clementine books, but this entire idea, and I will talk about this in my next video, Tilly Walden kind of opened up about her, how she was brought into this, and listen, I don't condone harassment or any of that to Skybound or Tilly, but this entire situation is a disaster. Like, I don't feel Tilly's a bad person or anything, or she meant ill by anything she's done. It's just how this has all been set up. I feel it's more on Skybound, to be honest. This complete disaster of the comic book situation. And they've already revealed Book 2. Book 2 is coming out in 2023, and then Book 3 will come out in 2024. So by summer of July 2024, they'll be done. So we might not see a new Walking Dead game. God, 5, 6, 7 years after the final season. And it's kind of crazy to think that, because I don't know if they're going to do anything before these books end, which is the scary part. We could be waiting years. And he did say, hey, let's let the games team take a break. It's been 3 years. So, yeah, they've already kind of been on a break, and that could even be extended depending. Now, what's ominous about the statement is he said we have things planned. So, what exactly is being planned? I'm very nervous hearing this because, listen, we don't know. Could this be something maybe they're setting up with Telltale in the future? Could be. Or could it be something completely different? That's the scary part about this. We don't really know what is meant by this. That, yes, the games team is very cognizant of the fans' outcry for more games and more stuff in general, but we don't really know what that's going to entail. Is it going to be a Season 5? Is it going to be a spinoff? Is Telltale going to even be involved? Because, listen, I think if there's any game made in this universe, please involve Telltale again. If Telltale's interested, of course, it's going to be up to Telltale. At the end of the day, if they want to do another Walking Dead, they might just say, hey, rest in peace, Walking Dead, we did the final season and all that. But listen, I think Telltale would be very smart to want to do, the series again, because I think before they closed, I remember reading something from Kent Muddles saying that, Season 4 was meant to be the end of Clementine's story, but not The Walking Dead as a whole. Meaning that they probably had planned more stuff potentially down the line with The Walking Dead, spin-off games, etc. So I think if the interest is there enough from people, and Telltale obviously has a successful run, please support new Telltale with Wolf Among Us 2 and Expanse. I sincerely mean that point. If they do have a successful run with those two games, and also maybe Batman Season 3, we could easily see The Walking Dead return, guys. And I'm not saying it's completely out of the question now. I don't think Telltale needs those rights anymore, so it's very possible. Now, it's going to probably be a couple of years, guys, though. I don't think we're going to hear anything this year. No way. Next year, no. So I don't think we can get anything until 2024, 2025. And I'm being honest. Completely honest with you all. And I know a lot of you guys are going to be angry hearing that. But I'm just being realistic based on the logistics of what I know and what I've heard. So, what could we get? That's going to be the big question. Will it be with AJ, since they've kind of thrown him into the curb of this? Could this new game be a continuation of wherever the comic book series leaves off? Because listen, we won't care, and if they do a game based on the comic book series, I won't care at the end of the day, as long as by the end of the third book, Clementine's back at the school with AJ. We won't really care about what happened, considering that this comic book series is set, I think, a couple months after the end of the final season. So even as long as they don't do anything major with Clementine's character and ruin her even more than they have, as long as she ends back up at the school with AJ, hey, let's just begin a game there, and you could just briefly mention the comics, I guess, in a cameo, if they consider them canon. Please just non-canon, please. Or we could just bring Javier, Kenny, could have AJ star in his own game. We could have a new character. We could just bring a new character to the universe. It's just, there's so much potential, and I just would hate to see them throw it away for crappy books that then pretty much the majority, if not all, the community hates. There's only like a small 1, 2, 3% of people that I've seen that actually are okay with the comics, that think it's pretty good or decent. Everyone else is like trash, garbage, get rid of it. Not my Clementine, you know, we've heard it all. So that is the best we're going to get from Skybound, it looks like. I wanted to hear more, but that is a pretty good statement, I would say. It's just very open-ended. Nothing really specific. Of course, we got plans, and we've heard the Ian Howe, 3 years ago, hey, well, we got some games, and this easily could change. We could wait another 3 years and nothing will change. They'll say the same thing. So I'm not going to get my hopes up too much from this, but it is an idea into what potentially could be the future of the Walking Dead Telltale series. Will we get a Season 5, a new game? That is to be determined at this point. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe. If you did enjoy this, help us on the road to 325k by hitting the red subscribe button. And if we can go for 2,000 likes again, I greatly would appreciate it. If you missed any of my Walking Dead videos, check the playlist down below in the description. And be sure to stay on the channel a lot next month for Clementine Book 1. We'll have a lot to discuss. And I'll be keeping you guys up to date if we get more and more information in the coming weeks and months. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and praying one day that Telltale Walking Dead will return to its former glory. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.
If I had a dime for the days I've spent just trying to unwind, sitting on the stairs